Xbox and Bethesda as a whole. I mean, Xbox has all these studios now. They have like 30 something or whatever. They've had year or two, sometimes even 3 years to make stuff. What do we actually see here at this showcase now that they've had time to build and then at least show off what they're working on? And then whether it
Sure.
comes out in the next year or two, we should still have a lot to show.
Yeah.
What I mean, Fable, I know they're working on. They should be able to show that. They
I
should be
would
able to
hope so.
show Indiana Jones stuff. They should be able to show Avowed. That needs
Yeah.
to be there because they've been working on that. People who make Outer Worlds, they're like Obsidian. They're not bad. They're one of the greater ones. So you would think they'd be quite along in that
Yep.
and have stuff to show. Can you see something like, I don't know,
Um,
big, even third party being like, oh, this is the big showcase. Do we show off a big, like something insane, like Final Fantasy VII Part 2? Oh, it's also coming to Xbox. But then also today we drop Part 1 on
sure.
Xbox. And then
Yeah.
also show that Part 2 is coming. And just big moves like that. What can you really predict could happen in this showcase?
Yeah. So I don't foresee anything like that to that level. That'd be awesome. But I don't think we're gonna see anything like that. I think we'll see some of the ones that come to mind right away are that game Scorn. I think will be shown off in more detail
Yeah.
because that's gonna come out later this year. I think they'll show Cuphead because it's coming. It's like imminent. Oh, actually, that'll be 2 days after. Never mind. Cuphead comes out on June 10th. Okay.
Okay.
I think the new Playdead game, like I said, I think the closer we get to it, I'm starting to think that's definitely going to be at this showcase. Like I
Play Dead's the
really,
inside people, right?
yes,
Okay.
yep. I think that's that. Like I'm like 90% sure it's going to be there for some reason.
Okay.
I feel so strongly about that.
I
Um,
I mean, timing works out, like we said.
it works
Yeah.
out perfectly, right? I think we'll get some sort of Halo update because people want to hear more and more about that. I would assume, but then let's talk about like the bigger, like from these studios. What are we going to see? Are we going to see Hellblade 2 again? Maybe.
I think
I
we
don't
would.
think
I
so.
think we would get an announcement date. Here's
Yeah.
the reveal to the game being released.
Right.
You
Right.
do moves like that. You show the next Forza. Gears, they said that they're taking time apart and almost building it with Unreal Engine 5, so it's going to be
Right.
a while. So
Right.
we may not see that so soon. But they may get a lot of third party stuff is what I'm getting at. But the
Sure.
problem is we wouldn't even know what that stuff would even be.
Right. And do you think Perfect Dark will be shown off with all this stuff we've been hearing about this game?
See, that's the thing. No, only because they've had such trouble. I
Yeah.
mean, maybe they put something together just so they can show they're still working on it. Because I believe they are still working on it. But I wish they won't.
Right.
Because I feel it's too far out, and I don't want to see stuff that
Right. Right.
I don't know. It's too early. But I'm thinking like a Devil May Cry 6 or something like that. Because
Sure.
I remember Devil May Cry 5, even that was shown at Xbox's show
Mm-hmm.
when that was announced. But you got to think there's a lot of big third party stuff that they could totally just get to come to the platform and then show at the event. Because they've done that a lot. Any showcase in the past, they've shown both pretty equally.
How about From Software seems to reveal their games a lot at the Xbox showcase.
Yeah, that could
May-
be the
Maybe
case.
some
But what?
Elden Ring DLC, maybe? I don't know. Possibility. But I don't
Do you
know.
think we get Bloodborne patch? Not to Xbox, but I just mean, do
Oh
they try to
man.
patch that before they add DLC to Elden Ring?
I think that Hollow Knight Silksong will come out before we get a Bloodborne patch.
Okay.
They just seem determined to every time they have a freaking meeting. All right, guys, what's the next game we're gonna boot up? Someone suggests Bloodborne, and that like that meme where they throw them out the window. That's what they always do. Anytime someone brings up Bloodborne.
I have one more prediction Xbox I just thought of. You know
Okay.
how we were saying on the last episode on them getting really big in Japan recently? They could really be leaning into that with like whether even if it's not exclusive, at least getting it on Game Pass. What if they finally get like a Persona situation, whether it's Persona 5 or whether it's like Persona 3 and Persona 4, because those remakes should be coming,
Right.
ports of like the olds and all that. And at least Xbox is needing to think big on like, how can we really take this moment and really run with it when it comes to Japan? I think a big Persona move could really do a lot in their favor with that.
Sure.
Just because that series is so huge, and
It's
if they can
gigantic
get
now.
like the 3 and 4 ported over to Xbox, even if it's not exclusive, just to at least have on Game Pass,
To
like you're
have it, yeah.
saying,
Yeah.
that would be big.
Yeah, because a lot of people will probably never try those games, so that could be an easy way to get you to jump right in and give it a shot.
So yeah, they could lean into that. Announce that game that's also coming to Xbox that we know. Now I can't even think. Soul Survivor 2. They could be like, oh, Game Pass day one as well. So they could really be trying to lean into JRPGs coming to Game Pass and work that angle at that showcase,
Yep.
which is right up my alley and what I'd really want. But at the same time, I do believe that's actually a big possibility only because of current shifts to Japan with him.
Totally. I mean, last time they did this kind of push, I loved it. So